If you think I look like crap, I do look like crap, but oh my gosh, you won't even believe what has happened. So these videos are very delayed in going out. I think many of you will know that by now. But I had surgery on December 9th. And no, that's a lie. I was in Lisbon, December 9th. I had surgery on December 13th. And I stayed in Prague until December 18th. It's just an hour and 45-minute flight back to Bristol. Super quick, super easy. However, my brother-in-law got sick like the last few days of the trip. And then the day we were flying back, I started feeling really sick. Paul was fine, but then the following day, like the first day we were back in Bristol, he got super sick. Unbelievable. So obviously we came back the 18th, super late. The 19th, then Paul got sick. And then the next few days we were in bed. So it was only December 23rd that we were like living people. And so obviously I couldn't get a grocery slot booked because it's Christmas, right? So we went to the grocery store. We went super late at night. It was really quiet and chill. But I think because I was starting to feel like not normal with my incisions, but like not as bloated and like not in a lot of pain, and I'm not as sick anymore, I just didn't even think twice about this at the grocery store. And so I went to go get something out of the freezer, and then Paul was still with the shopping cart, and he was pushing the shopping cart because I couldn't push it, obviously, because I didn't want to exert myself. But I just didn't even think twice about just like grabbing something out of the freezer, and I felt a sharp pain in my stomach. And I looked at him and I said, ow, and then like carried on with it. Well, the next day I noticed that there were like my belly button incisions started like weeping a little bit. And then Christmas Day, so that like Christmas Eve it started weeping a little bit. And then Christmas Day we went around Paul's cousin's house, and she took a look at it when I first got there. And then when we were leaving, she was like, oh, let me see it again. And it was like sticky and pussy. And she's like, oh, that's definitely infected. So Christmas Day came back home and sat on the phone with 111. And they then booked me in at like one of the clinics that was open on Boxing Day. And then they took a swab of it and they got me some antibiotics. Took the antibiotics. Honestly, you could have fried an egg on my stomach. It went so hot. I became so nauseous. And so basically from December 18th up until the new year, I have been bedbound because this wound has got so infected. Basically, the stitch burst and I didn't realize. And then 2 days passed from that, and then the stitch, because it burst and it was sticking out of my stomach, it then just, the hole kept on getting bigger and bigger. And so, yeah, I've been in and out of like, not urgent cares, but like wound dressing places. And they're saying it looks good and it's getting better. And I'm not going to show it here on TikTok just because the algorithm likes to show stuff to like random people. But I am filming a YouTube video that I'll insert pictures of like what to look out for, etc. But it has been a friggin' wild ride. Like, from feeling so deathly after surgery, and then like keyhole surgery is supposed to be the easier option. I just don't know how people do this. Like, I just, then getting so sick and then now dealing with an infection. It's just, yeah, absolutely wild to me. I think the only thing that can make this worse is if my period comes early. So, very grateful to have been able to get this done. But, and then needless to say, I could have gone for a ultrasound to find out what it's looking like down there. But the ultrasound would have needed to be done like around Christmas. Obviously, they weren't open. And then I've been so sick. And then basically sitting up straight, or like why I'm in the chair like this, is because if I sit up straight, like the pressure of like my breasts on my belly then kind of pushes on my belly button, and then it like seeps and oozes out more. So that's where I've been bedbound or like in a chair kind of sloped like this because I can't sit up. So it will be okay. I'll probably just have an ugly scar, but yeah, beyond that, it's just been, I'll be happy when I see the other side of this. I can tell you that right now.